few blocks down the street from the state capitol in Indiana, it's Lucas Oil Stadium, downtown Indianapolis, the home of the Colts. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap. It's the Tennessee Titans and the Indianapolis Colts. Game time is here. Glad you're with us. Mike Tirico along with Greg Olson. Off we go from Indianapolis. Johnson now to return. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there. Right to the air goes Ward. He's going to test this secondary right away. And he's going to give a short field to his offense here as they try to break the tie.
I'll tell you what, Mike, if you thought this place was rocking before, after that interception, it just took this atmosphere to a whole nother level. And now let's see if this offense can come out, take a deep breath, deal with some of these early emotions, and take advantage and strike for some points.
First carry now for the former Badger Jonathan Taylor. And a nice job able to dance away and get forward for a pickup of a half dozen. From the 29, here's 2nd and 4. From the gun, Richardson pushed out to his left. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. They get 24 on that one. And just like that, it's 1st and goal. A great chance to convert that early turnover into points. Here's 1st and goal. They'll run here with Taylor. And he'll plunge forward to the 2, setting up 2nd and goal.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
From the 2 now, here's 2nd and goal. Taylor will take it in. Touchdown.
Make no mistake about it, he may get the glory, but that does not happen without unbelievable blocking up front. So let's give the big guys all the credit in the world. He's able to displace the defense right there at the point of attack, and that's about as easy a goal line touchdown as you're going to see all year.
Nothing is our score as this kick is sent into the air. Johnson now to return. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. First carry for the man from Memphis, Tony Pollard. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
Out of the gun, Ward. Flushed to his right. That one caught. It's Jim Ray DK. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
One of the biggest challenges of playing zone defense is defending a quarterback when they break contain of the pocket. All the zones have to move along with the quarterback, and it is just a lot of stress put back there. And
in trouble, and down he goes.
the defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
But he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. They'll go play action. It's Richardson. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And he's going to be taken down at the 37. A gain of 14. Good for a quick first down. Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for 1st and 10. Richardson will give it to Taylor. Inside the 30. And he is all the way down near the 20-yard line. A big run from Taylor. It's a gain of 43 yards.
Well, I'm not sure you're going to find a better example of just pure speed in the open field than that run right there. I mean, when he got past the first wave, you got the sense that he might just be able to outrun everybody on the field.
And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up 2nd down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
A 2nd down throw for Richardson. Open man is tight end Tyler Warren. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
The drag route. We used to say this is day one install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
And he will easily pick up the 1st down. They've got 1st and goal coming up.
So often, Mike, you can tell a team's decision on 4th down by what they call on 3rd down. So I think after that 3rd down run, it was pretty clear that, hey, even if...
And that big offensive line, clearing space. He's in. Jonathan Taylor. Touchdown, Indy. That's his 2nd touchdown of this one, and he's got a half dozen for the year. The extra point is up and through. And the Colts will extend their 1st quarter lead. It's now 14-0. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Johnson now to return. And he'll be taken down on what will be the final play of this opening quarter. So after 1, it's the Colts out to the early lead. We'll come back to Indianapolis in a moment. They send Ridley in motion. On 1st and 10, Ward. That one a bit high, but it's complete. And he's got it to the 35-yard line. Off to Pollard. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line. How about this sequence to start the drive? Back-to-back good gains, 19 for this one. Now, 1st down throw for Ward. This one is complete along the sideline. A very nice job to fit that ball in. It'll be a modest gain.
Now listen, I'm going to give the guy credit. It was a really nice catch, keeping his feet in bounds along the sidelines. It just doesn't amount to much in the grand scheme of things.
From the gun, here's Ward. That's complete to lock it outright. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. First time these two have connected this afternoon, and it'll wind up being a first down. Play action. Ward. Oh, high throw there, but a nice job to go up and get it. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
As a route runner, once you identify zone coverage like they were playing here, the key is find open space and stay in it. He did a nice job here because that was not a big hole. Quarterback had to put a little extra on that one, and they were able to make the completion.
And he'll be marked down at the 7, and it will set up first and goal.
The story of this drive has just been their ability to sustain and get fresh sets of down. Now, in this case, after picking up that big gain on the ground, they find themselves first and goal.
They'll run here. It's Pollard. He'll be wrapped up there down at the 3-yard line.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
Looking for that final yard. It's third and goal. 2 minutes remain here in this first half. We'll come back to Indianapolis after this. Can the defense do it again from the 1? Third down now and goal. Pollard, and he will not get in. The defense stands their ground, pushes him back, and they force fourth down. Eddie Pinheiro going to come on to try a field goal now. This one is good. He knocks it through. And the Titans are on the board just before halftime.
Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in first and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
From the 35, it's first and 10. Richardson to throw. That one over the middle to the tight end. He's got Warren. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's second and inches. Out of the shotgun, Richardson. To the left side, that's caught by Mitchell. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down. To throw, it's Richardson. The right side, that is hauled in by Warren. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. That catch number 40 on the season for him. Now the Colts will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in half number 1. First and 10. Throwing is Richardson. Oh, a huge mistake late in the half. It is intercepted. And he's going to be taken down, but there are 1, 2, 3 flags on the field. I I don't think this is going to stand. So they move inside the 20, 1st and 10 at the 18. Here's Richardson. Forced to his right. And he'll take it on in. Touchdown. Touchdown Colts. His 4th TD grab of the season.
You hear coaches, you hear commentators, everybody talks about that middle four, Mike, the final 2 minutes of the second quarter and the first 2 minutes of the third quarter. Here they are now. They go down and they steal a late touchdown to end the half. Remember, they're going to get the ball first coming out of the break.
7 seconds, all that remains, till halftime. And the kick is away. Johnson now to return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. Ashton Doolin now to return it. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. Off the play fake, it's Richardson. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up second down.
They just have to be more creative with their route concepts, Mike. I mean, there's nobody open, nowhere to go with the ball, and quarterback's just forced to throw that one away.
Taylor up first down and more. And they will finally track him down inside the 40-yard line. A big run from Taylor, and even 30 yards. On first down, they'll stay with Taylor on the ground. And this time, they are ready for him. Thrown for a loss, and it's second down.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on third down. Richardson. That is hauled in at the 5. And he's pinned to the end zone. And they are making it look easy. Adonai Mitchell. Touchdown, Indianapolis. It's his 4th touchdown on the year. Both teams ready to go once more. As the kick's away. Johnson now to return. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. They'll give it to Pollard to start this drive. Has an opening. Past the 40. Gets to the edge at the 30. And they're not going to run him down. He goes all the way. 74 yards. Touchdown, Tennessee. And now, after the big play, got to cut that celebration short because they're going to stay out and go for 2. That is caught. And they get the 2-point conversion.
Mike, I think all of us can remember exactly where we were during a certain Super Bowl where throwing the ball this close to the goal line ended up being a disaster. But unlike that time, they ran this pass play to perfection, and the result, 2 points.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. On play action, Richardson forced out left. A throw on the move is caught. Still going inside the 20. And he will go all the way. Touchdown. Touchdown Colts. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. Well, that was a pretty easy touchdown. He was wide open, Greg. Easy chance to close the deal, and they do with a touchdown.
And Mike, it just appears to me that's just a breakdown defensively. You can't allow a receiver to not only be so open it's an easy pitch and catch, but then to have the space to operate after the catch to finish that one off in the end zone.
Johnson now to return. He'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop. So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. Shotgun snap for Ward. Exiting the pocket right. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up 2nd down.
So I really like the decision, Mike. This is a rookie quarterback making more veteran decisions. And I think in his growth process this early on in his career, those are really good signs, because how often do we see these rookies still think they're back in college, they're the best player on the field, and they can make every throw, even if it's not there. You're not going to get away with that consistently in the NFL. Throw it away. Really nice job here by the young quarterback.
A gain of 24 through the air. 1st down for Tennessee. To throw is Ward. Flush to his right. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. Draw play. Here comes Pollard. Open space to the 35. And they finally track him down, but not until he gets to the 3-yard line. It's a big one for Tennessee. 45 yards. So the big play gets him down close. And now it's 1st and goal. Out of the gun, Ward. Moving outside the pocket. That is caught. Back corner of the end zone. Jim DK. Touchdown, Tennessee. And hold on to that football, young man. As a keeper, his 1st NFL touchdown. That's pulled in, and they're able to tack on the 2-point conversion.
Everything's about matchups, especially down here this close to the goal line. I think my guy's better than your guy. I'm going to put him in a position to have success, throw it up to him, let him do the rest.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. The return team gonna let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. On 1st down, they'll start with Taylor. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. That one good for a dozen and a very quick 1st down. They go right back to Taylor. And he's going to be taken down. Not so easy this time. They drop him back behind the line. It's second down. From the gun, Richardson. That one taken in by Mitchell. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line. They'll get 19 out of that play. First down, Indianapolis. They'll go play action. It's Richardson. Here's a deep shot for Pierce. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. Second and 10. Richardson. He'll dump this off to Taylor. Complete. And he'll get about 7. Still short of that first down. And they'll try to convert it on third down. Richardson gonna look to throw. And he'll just have to throw this one away. There was nowhere to go downfield. And now it's gonna bring up a fourth down. Here's Richardson. He gets this complete to Mitchell. And he's in. Adonai Mitchell. Touchdown, Indy. That is second touchdown of the afternoon. That is yet another touchdown pass. What a game he is having, throwing his fourth touchdown score of the game.
It's one thing, Mike, to throw 4 touchdowns, but it's really the ease in which he's carved this defense up that has stood out the most. The defense has had no answers for this passing game, and he has just completely had his way with this group.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Johnson now to return. Now a hit, and he lost the football. You talk about everything going wrong. A big deficit. All you want is the ball and a chance to get back in the game, and now Greg, they hand the ball right back to him on this kickoff fumble.
Mike, you know the saying, when it rains, it pours, and right now it is.
And that is caught on the right sideline, but it's out of bounds, says the official who was right there. Not the most accurate pass. It's incomplete, and it's second down. They'll run here with Taylor. And he'll get forward, give him about 4 yards before getting out of bounds, and that's going to bring up third down.
And he's been on an absolute tear throughout this entire game, Mike. I mean, he's averaging over 10 yards per carry. And anytime you can run the ball with that explosiveness, it's just going to be hard to beat.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. Off-balance throw. It's complete. And he's into the end zone yet again. Adonai Mitchell. Touchdown, Indianapolis. He's doubled his touchdown output for the season in one game. That's his third of the game, his 6th this year. And he missed it. It's no good. One of the few things that's gone wrong so far. So they're unable to add one more point onto this big lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. That ball's going to hop into the end zone. It's a touchback that will come out to the 20-yard line. The drive begins at the 20. Here's first and 10. From the gun, here's Ward. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
That caught Tony Pollard. And they'll mark him down up beyond the 30. 11 yards on the pass there. That's good for a Titan first down.
And this completion certainly won't be changing the outcome of the game by any means, but I do think there is something to be said for teams that continue to fight, they continue to try to at least finish this game and have something to build off of going into next week.
From the 33, here's 2nd and 8. To the air again, Ward. That's Lockett downfield, he's got it. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. A pickup there of 28 yards. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. They send Ridley in motion. Throwing again is Ward. He'll get this out wide to Pollard. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
Again, it's Ward. Forced out wide. Now he'll run.
Yeah, that's a nice job. He's out of the pocket. He knows he doesn't need all that much for a first down. He's able to tuck it, get out of bounds, and keep this drive alive.
From the gun, they'll give it. It's Pollard. And he takes it down to the 15-yard line. It's a gain of 12 there. First down for Tennessee.
Well, this is the advantage to having a really effective passing game, Mike, as the defense now tries to adjust to stopping you through the air. It's a lot easier to mix it up and run the ball. There's a lot less defenders in there trying to stop you.
This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down. Now it's Ward. That's over the middle and intercepted. And the Colts are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
Every defensive coordinator, Mike, in the NFL preaches one thing about red zone defense. Keep them out of the end zone. Make them settle for 3. Well, what do? With that interception, they take it to another level, and they get off the field without allowing a single point.
They show jet sweep and instead run it up the middle. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on first down. He'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. They'll go again here with Taylor. He's got room at the 30. Big run here. He's tackled beyond the 35-yard line. A gain there of 20. That's good for a Colts first down. A run with Taylor. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. That's a gain of 11, and they'll move the chains with another first down. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And he's going to be taken down at the 30-yard line. 22 yards, the pickup there. First down, Indianapolis. Looking to throw. Richardson on the move left. He runs with it. Oh. And he's going to be marked out down at the 5. It's a gain of 26, and it'll set up 1st and goal. Here's a run. And He'll plunge forward to the 2, setting up second and goal. A little closer. Here's second and goal. Again, it'll be Taylor. And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play. Greg, in the end zone again, I'm running out of different ways to say touchdown. They're doing it so often here today.
Mike, some offensive play callers, once they get the lead, it's just milk the clock and let's get out with a win. But not this coach. He is trying to score every single time they possess the ball.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. Johnson now to return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. We're going to put a man in motion to the right. On 1st and 10, Ward on the run to the right. That one's down the field, but they cannot connect, and it's incomplete. Chig Okonkwo was the intended receiver. And it'll be second down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Ward. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up second down.
So this is where it gets really challenging as an offense. You find yourself trailing late in the game. The defense can play you one-dimensional. They know it's a pass-first situation, so extra defensive backs, the zones and the coverage are a little bit tighter and cloudier, and he's having a hard time finding any open windows downfield.
Ward to throw again. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete. He was seeking the veteran Tyler Lockett there. And third down coming up.
It's been a bit of a pedestrian game for this quarterback and ultimately this passing game here today, Mike. And I know they all would have loved to connect on that deep throw. I think that stat sheet would have looked a whole lot different, but just a little off in their execution and leads to an incompletion.
And he'll be brought down there, and that'll put a wrap on this one. Time has expired in this 4th quarter.
This is a really popular concept on 3rd down. It's good versus man, it's good versus zone. They call it mesh routes or drag routes. They want to create some traffic in the middle of the field and pop the receiver out the backside of the defense. To give credit to the defense, they were ready for it. They rallied to the ball and keeps them short.
And it's going to be some points here at the finish line. This is a touchdown. They've fought till the end, but still will come up short.
At this stage of the game, the score is really irrelevant. You want to try to build something positive towards the end of this game, and I think that score will help do just that.
The final act now of this football game, the extra point. It's up and good. And the Titans will get just a bit closer. So it's a win for the Colts. And it is their 3rd consecutive victory. They continue to play great football here in this latest stretch. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olsen and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Colts, winners here in the Circle City, as we say so long from Indianapolis.